Come on over, y'all. What is up? And we are live here on YouTube. We were just talking to the TikTok chat, but I'm excited, Joe, because football is back, and we're here to answer all of your starts and sits right after we play this jingle. Enjoy it. Bang out to it.
Good morning, everybody. YouTube chat, TikTok chat. It's Football Sunday, week 1 of the NFL season, and we get to hear 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now. I'm excited. If you guys are watching anywhere else besides YouTube, TikTok, or wherever else we have it, come on over to MJT Football on YouTube. Click on our link and put your stuff in the chat. It's easier for us to do that as Mike and I are trying to multitask and read TikTok and read YouTube at the same time. We will try to go back and forth, but your best bet is to put it all on YouTube.
Yeah, it's simple enough. We probably won't be answering the TikTok chat very often. So if you need to get your starts and sits answered right now, live on the spot, don't waste your time. Come over to the MJT Football YouTube channel. Help us out by liking the stream, subscribing to the channel, turn on notifications. Yes, we are just MJ Football. What's up, Bodo Winter, Caden, Simply Dab, Zero, everyone in the chat, Steve Arroyo, Caden, Jake, Mahomes, and Kelsey. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please like the stream. Like I said, it helps us out getting it out to more people. But the way this works is you just simply put your start or sit question in the YouTube live chat. No matter how far we get behind on these, we will answer every single one. We will answer every single one before we end the live at 9:30 a.m. so we can go and set our own lineups, make sure everything's kosher over there. All right, let's get into it, Joe. Oh, by the way, those looking for Tony Tucker. Oh, go ahead.
If you missed it overnight, Mark Andrews is not playing. So if you woke up this morning and you're a little late, Mark Andrews is the only one overnight that should have affect your starting lineup. I've been looking at the inactives for this morning's games. Not a lot of big name players inactive. So you should be good. Mark Andrews, one that you should be worried about. If you have any questions for inactives, let me know. I have the list up, but that would be the only one that you should be worried about as I look through all the rest of the inactives this morning.
Yes, sir. We are looking good as far as health-wise across the NFL. All right, let's get into this, Joe. Also, by the way, if you guys are waiting on Tony Tucker, he will be here. He's coming. He's on his way right now. But anyways, Caden Kimes. This is an interesting one because I feel like Caden asked me this in the YouTube chat, or in the TikTok chat, wasn't able to answer it, so he put it over here in the YouTube chat. Great strategy, Caden. He's saying Alexander Madison or Rachaad White. This is a tough decision for me because I feel like they're playing against each other. Rachaad White has the better matchup going against the Vikings defense versus Alexander Madison going against, a healthy, full strength Buccaneers defense. But Joe, what do you think on this one?
With Madison or Rachaad White, I would go Rachaad White this week, just because he has nobody else to go to battle with in the backfield. Madison is in a pass-happy offense, so he's going to get his carries, but I would go with Rachaad White just to be on the safe side. It's week 1. Let's see how these guys work out, but Rachaad White would be my pick out of those two.
That's what I'd take as well. So play Rachaad White, Caden, and you can blame us if it goes wrong. What's up, Jake? How's it going? Mahomes and Kelsey is Batman. What's up, Mahomes and Kelsey? How you feeling after that Thursday night L that you got handed by Dan Campbell and them Detroit Lions? By the way, I picked them. I'm 1-0 in the picks. I switched my pick, remember? Right? 1-0. Oh, what was that? 1-0. That's what we're calling it. I honestly, Enrique, unless you're very desperate, would not be starting Quentin Johnston today. But Tony Tucker pops onto the screen. What's up, Tony? Good morning. Football.
Good morning.
Cut off
Back.
Yes. Should you start Quentin Johnston, though? Are you ready to just cannonball in like that?
No, you shouldn't. You have, unless you're in like a 16-team league, you got to have a better option, right? Like rookies I would start in week 1 are Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, and Jonathan Mingo. Like, I think Mingo's worth a start depending on what your roster looks like. But QJ, we don't know what it's going to, or, it could be 25 snaps today. And a target, like 3 or 4 targets. It could be like that.
Yeah, and I think he's going to come in for specific packages where they're trying to do certain things with the offense, stretch the field, and that's where we're going to see him come in mostly. So you're really depending on just a monster play. Like Quentin Johnston's first catch is a 60-yard touchdown. That's kind of what you're rooting for, Enrique. I don't think it's going to happen, but definitely stash him. Because as we get into the season, as they work him into the offense, as we get as we get closer to midseason, we're going to see Quentin Johnston get worked in more. So just keep on the bench. Don't freak out after a few bad weeks. It's a slow start because the Chargers are stacked at receiver. It's just the facts of the matter, Tony.
It's a great problem to have. I can't I think there's just as good of a chance for them to do like one trick play to Darius Davis, and he ends up with the most fantasy points at wide receiver, right?
Imagine.
Like, yeah, he just takes like a little end around to the house for 86 yards. So, this
all right, we got to catch up on these. Let's go. Ready?
Let's do
it. Rapid fire.
Let's do it.
Hollywood Brown or Jonathan Mingo. You guys already talked about Jonathan Mingo, right? I'm leaning more towards Jonathan Mingo because he's the only one healthy on the Carolina Panthers, and I hate the Arizona Cardinals this year.
I hate the Cardinals too, but I think I would start Hollywood Brown. Just like
Me
the
too.
experience that's there. Josh Dobbs isn't we talk about him like he didn't almost beat the Jaguars on 2 weeks' notice. Now, granted, the Jaguars defense is not the Commanders defense, but he's still going to get some passes off. So I'd start Hollywood Brown over Mingo on this one.
I would choose Hollywood Brown as well. Just I think that Hollywood has been solid even with bad QB play in the past. It's a huge risk to go with the rookie Mingo. To go with the rookie Mingo over Hollywood Brown. This one is Isaiah Likely or Dalton Kincaid. With Mark Andrews out, Isaiah Likely almost becomes a must start in my book.
I think so too. I like Likely too.
Yeah, I would be very tempted for Kincaid on Monday night because I think that it might be one of the advantages that they have as tight end, but he's also good. We don't know what the share is going to look like with Dawson Knox. Like, I think Kincaid's probably going to do a lot more slot than end line, but I'd like to see it first. And Isaiah Likely, we already know he has some chemistry with Lamar Jackson.
It's week 1. Don't overthink it. Play Isaiah Likely here in this first one. All right.
Oh, my bad, Mike.
Yeah, I got it.
Jamal Williams, Damian Pierce. Hey, Jamal Williams had that backfield basically all to himself today. Miller's inactive. Kamara's suspended. It's going to be Jamal Williams' show back there. Damian Pierce, I'm wondering if they're going to get down in the game and they're going to go more Singletary with the passing game.
See, so for me, I'd put Jamal Williams in a lineup against Mike over Javonte Williams, who I think could also have a nice day because he's playing a really tremendously bad run defense too. So I think with that was a quick shot at Joe, and then he goes to talk to his TikTok people. Can't defend himself, dodging questions about his Raiders. I will go Jamal Williams in this just because, although the Ravens run defense isn't great, I don't think. I just don't see how they move the football. And there's potential bad weather in the game. Like, it just doesn't seem like a great start for the Houston Texans in week 1, like a super tough matchup.
Yeah, it's my lock of the week. I think that they're going to destroy them, honestly. And I think the path that Joe's thinking here, Damian Pierce coming off the field in passing scenarios, feels like that's what they brought Devin Singletary in for. So I will go Jamal Williams as well in this 1 week, in this one situation, see how Damian Pierce works for the Texans here in a game where they might be down. And if Damian Pierce still produces, it's still good news for you, Golsey. It is, even if it's not the lineup.
Damian Pierce underrated in the pass catching department.
Yeah, so we'll see how the dynamic is with those two backs in Houston. Texans or Ravens? Ravens. Fly, Ravens, fly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Feel about Pitts and Madison today. Kyle Pitts and Madison? That's a random duo.
You drafted him for a reason, right? Both of them were drafted pretty high in your draft, so you got to be happy with them. It's week 1. Don't try to get cute week 1. Play the guys that you drafted for a reason.
I have one draft where I drafted Kyle Pitts. It's the Wigs for Kids charity league, so I took a chance on him. I think it was in like round 7. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna do this once, this whole season, just once, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, Joe, I thought for sure you were going to have make a joke that you don't have to get cute when you stay cute. Sort of like you don't have to get ready when you are ready. Anyways, I feel great about both of these players. Kyle Pitts, we didn't see much from the Falcons starting QBs, Mike, in the preseason. And what was one of the things I talked about? One of these coaches is going to start deploying a 2-quarterback set, like having, and not like a Taysom Hill style. I'm talking about Heineke and Ritter on the field at once. It's going to, at some point, some offensive mind is going to say that. Falcons today, we're going to see it. Kyle Pitts is going crazy.
It's never a good sign, especially for my Kyle Pitts one stock. When you start talking about the starting QBs, multiple.
There it is.
Starts
on the field at the same time. Who's throwing it? I don't know. Did Desmond Ritter just split out wide and then come back and check the motion? Are they in zone or man? What's going on?
I'll tell you what, I want to see that offense ran with Gardner Minshew and Anthony Richardson more than Desmond Ritter and Taylor Heineke.
There's another great opportunity to get 2 QBs on. We don't know who's throwing it, who's running. We don't have any idea. We've never seen it.
Jake wants to know if you should start Devonta Smith over Josh Jacobs. What kind of league is this, Jake? Start them both. What are your other options at wide receiver? There can't be more than like.
It should be DeAndre Swift, I'm thinking.
Oh, that makes sense. No, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that either. Patriots still have a good defense. Like, it's not going to be a cakewalk, I don't think, in the rushing game. And also there's like 5 running backs. I mean, if we're including Jalen Hurts in that backfield. So, like, I want to see DeAndre Swift and how they use him before I'm going to play him over somebody like Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I'm not putting DeAndre Swift in over Jacobs either. Being from the UK, Chargers Dolphins starts at 9:30 p.m. Got to be up at 3 a.m. to go to the gym and start work at 6. So I watch the game live or catch up while at the gym? You watch the game live.
You watch, yeah. I mean, come on, Simply Dad. What are we doing? Who are we trying to impress with those gym muscles, brother? Watch the game, cheer them on, bolt up.
We don't got time right now because we're doing.
I know the outcome as well.
We don't. Well, yeah, you have to try not to check the score also, which is another problem. We don't got time because we're rapid firing, answering questions. But Simply Dab, I lived overseas for a while, and some of the stories and lengths that I went to watch games live, I was unstoppable. I'll tell you what. No amount of
sleep guys got home
deprivation, no amount of Chiefs getting on me, none of it was stopping me.
I don't know what Bodo's trying to say, but okay, I love it. I love Bodo Winter, so
I do too. I didn't fully grasp it either, but I think he might be talking about like the fans.
He's roasting us.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was going after us. He better not be.
He's saying that we're all,
how you guys are going to be like fire Staley at the end of the year.
Yeah, and move the team again and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, he's taking shots at us for no reason, like unprovoked.
Who's a bigger supporter of Brandon Staley than this guy right here?
No one. I'll tell you that right now. Nobody. All right, pick 2. We got Lockett, DJ Moore, and Deontay Johnson is what that's supposed to be. I would definitely go with DJ Moore and Tyler Lockett.
I'm going Lockett. Yep. DJ Moore and Lockett are my 2.
Yeah, I think I would go with those 2, but I don't think you can go wrong with any of these 3. I guess like if I was going to go safe, I would go Lockett and Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
That's
Evan Ingram or Darren Waller.
Sorry, I honestly would play Evan Ingram.
I wouldn't because I would definitely play Ingram because I am not getting to Sunday night and then finding out 2 plays in that this hammy, is locking up on him. That's not going to happen to me in week 1.
I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. I mean, Joe, I'm sure you can believe it.
Oh, I was like, what? His hamstrings hurting? Waller hurt? No way.
I will not sit here for this Waller hate. He's a great man. About to do great things.
He might have a new album coming out or something, but there's no way he's hurt again.
Maybe that's why the new album's name is Injury Report, and he just was trying to get on the injury report.
All right.
It's called cross promotion, bro. You guys need to learn something.
Got to have that street cred.
It's like they do the music videos in jail, so they have to get into jail. Locked up Anyways, Cortland Sutton or Deontay Johnson. I think this is the easy choice.
Deontay Johnson.
Yeah, I'm going Deontay.
Season.
Did you guys hear this thing where Coach, what's his name? Coach Sean Payton is saying already that Russell Wilson has to earn his spot on the 2024 team. He's already talking about next season. Like, Russell Wilson is so benched at some point in the season.
Well, Russ better keep that receipt too. Russ said he's keeping receipts of everybody who said he's done.
Get Jarrett Stidham in the fucking game.
That's actually better for us in fantasy. No lie.
Pittman or OBJ?
Better for Javonte.
Oh, this is a tough one. Young, what kind of team are you working with here? Wow. I honestly don't know. I think that I would Pittman. Probably start Pittman.
Yeah.
Put in OBJ. Young Dev. Put in OBJ.
Of course, I could have told you Mike was going to go OBJ before we
have 660 and a touchdown today, Young Dev.
Michael Thomas or Braden Cooks? This has been one that I've been asked a lot this weekend, and I've been saying Cooks because I want to see Michael Thomas. I want to see what they do down there, and I think there's a lot of weapons in New Orleans. And you got Lamb, and then you got Cooks. Is who's going to get the red zone targets in Dallas, in my opinion. So I'm going
my boy Jake Ferguson.
I have him in the
line. Woke up, Tony. Don't put me back to sleep, dude.
I'd go Michael Thomas.
I would be very tempted to play Michael Thomas, but I would probably chicken out and go Cooks because I'm a pussy.
If you drafted Michael Thomas and he's healthy in week 1, I mean, how many more opportunities are you going to get?
Fuck it. Play him.
Jamal Williams or Dameon Pierce. Did we answer that one? We did, huh?
Yeah, we did. We went Jamal Williams slightly.
Khalil Herbert or Zay Flowers in a full PPR. Oh, damn. I like both of these guys today.
I do too. I'd go Khalil Herbert.
I play Herb.
Good morning, Kellen. What's up? Is that? Oh, never mind. Tony, show the muscles, bro. Come on, Tony. The people are asking.
People want to know.
People want to see it. Show the muscles.
There's no muscle over here. I don't need to show.
Tony.
I'm not going to be peer pressured into this. Not showing off any muscles. Get me off the single cam.
Mike?
There's no muscles over there either.
We took turns.
You motherfuckers. There we go.
Yeah.
Moving on. I would rather you play my sexy Dexy dance rather than have me do that.
Oh, I should get that.
Yeah, Joe could get that in about 5 seconds, Tony. So just hold on to your britches. You're about to see it.
That should be our new touchdown celebration when we do live shows. That just comes on every other is a touchdown dance. It's just, I really did almost like pull my quad trying to do that.
I don't got knee bend or hip thrust like that. Okay, so I don't know about me. Marvin Mims or Miles Sanders in the flex. Oh, jeez, I would probably play Miles Sanders for sure here, Harrison. But that's a tough flex decision you got there, buddy.
It is. I would, just because he is a Panthers fan, I would probably play Miles Sanders. Like, have that extra bit of like rooting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're really invested in everything. The problem is the come down might be terrible if he ends up with like 24 yards and 15 yards receiving. Like, that could be a tough rest of your Sunday.
Yeah, that's
true.
But Miles Sanders, I'm going Miles Sanders too, because I mean, look, everybody's banged up on that wide receiver core. You got a young rookie. What do you think they're going to do? Hand the damn ball off.
Well, Marvin Mims is interesting because Russ still can throw the deep ball, and Marvin Mims can get out there. So I think there's a chance that he could have a nice game, a nice debut. But I would still play Miles Sanders.
What else we got?
He got auto draft while he was driving, and he got 3 QBs. Who should he start? Cousins, Fields, or Tua? I wish I put up for trade. You should put Tua for trade, and you should keep Fields and Cousins as your duo, and you should start Fields.
I think whoever goes crazy between Fields and Tua in week 1, that's your trade option. And I'm probably starting in this matchup Justin Fields.
It's not going to be Tua going crazy in week 1, Tony.
I'm starting Justin Fields week 1, but yeah, for a trade option, you want to wait until the end of this week and see what happens. Both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, Tua or Fields is the player I would trade. I'd keep Cousins isn't going to get much in return, but then Cousins is also going to be that reliable guy, and the Vikings offense is going to be really good this year.
Yeah.
That's your backup right there, Kirk O'Chains.
Yeah.
We got to pick 2 out of this, guys. Khalil Herbert, James Cook, Raheem Mostert, Damian Pierce.
Khalil Herbert's number 1. I know that for sure. So it's between the other 3 that I'm picking.
This might be sad to say, but I'd probably start Herbert and Mostert.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't want to say this out loud because I believe in the run defense, but I don't want to tell this person not to start somebody against last year's worst defense rushing.
Yeah, there's no D in Los Angeles, so there you go. So we're going Herbert and Herbert and Mostert, all 3 agree. There we go.
Gonna make me change my mind.
Well,
Pittman or OBJ? We already answered that one.
OBJ. That's what we all said, right?
George Kittle.
I can't believe we're not getting more Brian Robinson Jr. and Antonio Gibson against the Cardinals. Like, did you guys see what happened to that defense?
You guys are George Kittle, right? Just to make sure.
Kittle. Yeah.
Haven't you guys learned that now Kyle Pitts is a fantasy killer?
Not this year. This is the year.
Kittle, Ertz, or Everett?
It's still Kittle.
Everett.
Well,
Kittle was on the injury report a bunch this week. If he wasn't on the injury report going into week 1, I would feel a lot better about it.
Yeah. I would play Schultz in this situation, Morris, honestly. He said Luke Musgrave or Dalton Schultz.
And I understand why he's starting Luke Musgrave because Watson's out, so he thinks Musgrave is going to get a lot of targets.
I think that the Packers offense is just going to stink. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think Musgrave has a decent chance to have sort of the debut where everybody's on Monday going, should he have been the tight end 1? Is he the blah, 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 blah? But I wouldn't love it. Like, I would not love this situation at all. Like, I think I would just start Schultz and just deal with whatever comes out of that. There's at least easy throws for Stroud.
Yeah, against 2 good linebackers.
Can't cover everybody, Joe.
Exactly.
Pittman or OBJ?
The Bears have 2 good linebackers, too.
I think we did this one for Young Gab already.
OBJ. We all said OBJ. We agreed on it, remember?
No. All right, Mingo or OBJ? What? You want to throw it? You want to get mad for Pittman OBJ? No.
OBJ still.
I'm going to go Mingo.
I would go Mingo, too. Screw OBJ.
Wow.
Cortland Sutton or Deontay Johnson? We already did that one, right? Johnson. Zay Flowers, a good start this week? No, he's a great start this week.
Good start every week. He's a good start every week.
Can we give Josh Palmer the year already, Tony?
Yes, we can, Dab.
May have horrible running backs, but I have Chase, Amron, AJ, and hope for Pierce being. Well, Pierce ain't horrible.
Wait, I couldn't. You guys know I can't read fast enough. I don't know what that said.
No, he's just talking about how he might have horrible running backs, but he's just saying that Damian Pierce is the number 1 running back.
Oh, I have a team where Pierce is my number 1 running back, and I feel great about it, except for in week 1 when they're on the road, potentially playing in a rainstorm with a rookie quarterback making his first start. I mean, other than all of those things, I feel great about having Damian Pierce as my RB1.
So is this what you wanted, Tony? You want a Robinson question? Here it is.
Yeah.
A long list of catastrophe.
Now, we don't know what Robinson it is, but we know it's a Robinson question.
I'm going with Brian Robinson Jr. or Bijan Robinson or Jackie Robinson. It doesn't matter.
What about James Robinson? What about Allen Robinson?
Ooh, good. You caught me there. I said any Robinson. How about Denard Robinson from Michigan instead?
I'm a big Swift truther, but I think I will play Robinson today as well. I mean, NRC's a Patriots fan, so he knows. He knows what's up. He knows. They're gonna make Philadelphia at least attempt to throw the ball in this game.
So I really like starting Jacksonville wide receivers every time I look at the depth chart for the Indianapolis Colts.
But it's Michael Thomas. You drafted him, Tony. What if he's healthy? You don't get much other starts, right? Isn't that what you just told us earlier? I'm going Christian Kirk as well.
Here's the great news. I don't think either of these secondaries are very good. I don't think Tennessee is very good or Indianapolis. So you're fine with either of them instant replay. Let's stay with it. Michael Thomas, he's healthy. You get to put him in your lineup.
Don't do it.
Michael Thomas. You can't listen to his opinion. He's a certified Saints hater right here.
Yeah, but there's I understand the love for Calvin Ridley, but you don't think Kirk proved everybody wrong last year and he did great. You don't think he's going to put up that same numbers? Come on.
I think he's going to put up just as good of numbers, and then Calvin Ridley will go even better, and then Trevor Lawrence will be MVP, just like I said in our show on Thursday.
I thought we had a different
Mike, that jersey's bringing good vibes to start Keenan's breakout season.
Ooh, is it?
Wait, Keenan's having a breakout season?
Yes, a breakout season, Joe.
Oh. This is confirmation Hall of Fame season for Keenan Allen.
Yeah. Right? Hall of Fame locking in season.
Tony, you think that Jags defense is going to show up today?
No, they didn't invest anything in it. I will say that there's a nice opportunity for Trayvon Walker to maybe quiet some of the hate that's been coming his way. Like he's not a pass rusher. He shouldn't have been the first pick. I think there's a real opportunity for him to have one of those days where Anthony Richardson is confused, trying to make plays, and he runs him down a few times and ends up with 2.5, 3 sacks in this game.
It's going to be like 42-21.
But when Richardson does make plays, it's going to be crazy.
I'm ready for it, yeah. Breece Hall or Samaje Perine? I feel like I got to go Breece. You got to go Breece.
Breece isn't going to play the whole game. He's going to be limited, and you already know that when you drafted Breece Hall. But the potential of him just having these breakout runs is what makes people start him. Like, I don't care if Breece Hall gets 10 carries. In those 10 carries, I bet you one of them goes for 40 plus yards. So I like Breece Hall.
So here's the thing.
Why are you even in this situation, Caden? Do you have any other options?
Sean Payton is driving me nuts because he keeps saying every running back is expected to have a big workload. There was a post yesterday where they're like, Jaleel McLaughlin expected to carry the ball a bunch of times. Javonte Williams expects a big workload. Samaje Perine is going to be an all-world back. Like, he's literally naming every running back. So I have no idea what to do. I would start Breece Hall and just live with the result. It's Monday Night Football, too. Like, that's fun.
It's going to break a big one.
45 minutes. I am so fucking excited right now. I cannot wait.
The gun show again? Gun show.
There's no gun show. Get this fucking camera off me. Let's move the show along.
Tony, you got to give the people what they want. I don't understand it.
I will. Zero's been asking for pancakes. I already made him. We're ready to go.
Trade to it before today's game, or his value will shoot to 0. There you go.
That is one out. Teron Armstead's out today, guys. Have fun with that, Miami.
They better capitalize.
Yeah, Bodo, if you do good, Tony is offering money back guarantee on all our predictions today.
He's gonna crush today.
Yeah, Morris, if you're a pack, and that's one thing I've been telling people. Like, at the end of the day, it's your fantasy team. You have to be happy with who you're putting out there. If there's a guy that you don't like and you don't want to play him, or there's a guy you really want to see because you're a Packer fan, put him out there. Might not be the best choice, and that's why I kind of stay away from Raiders, because I always think it's a great matchup for my Raider players. But go ahead, start them. You're the one who has to live with it at the end of the day.
But yeah, that's just you admitting that you have a deep down inside thought that knows that it's not a great matchup to draft a bunch of Raiders.
And they invested heavily in some linebackers that I think are decent in coverage. Also pressure wise, like it's just not a great week 1 matchup for them to be missing Christian Watson and going out there with Jaden Reed, who I love Michigan players, Michigan State guy, go Sparty. I don't know. I don't love it.
Likely or Njoku?
Likely. Call me crazy. Likely.
You're crazy, but I like you. You're crazy, but I like you.
I would start Njoku. I'd drop Likely, and I'd go pick up Juwan Johnson before you can't get him on Tuesday in your waiver wire show.
Unless
Likely's going to ball out.
Juwan Johnson.
Yeah, I mean, if this person's already missed out, then you won't be celebrating top 5 tight end production with me, like I will be all season.
Gainwell over Penny. I think you're onto something, Morris. I like Gainwell over Penny. He's going to be he steals a lot of touchdowns from everybody.
Juwan Johnson's a new Cole Kmet.
This one's for Tony right here. Elijah Mitchell.
Elijah Moore, 8.3 TDs today. What?
Yeah, is he going to get 8.4 TDs today?
How does he get the 0.4?
I don't know what it means, but Tony loves Elijah Moore, so
play him.
I only drafted him in one league this year because I'm not going to deal with that sort of hype. Coming out in the draft, I was like, oh, this guy's going to be great. He's going to be open all the time. He's always going to get open. And then either he was open and they couldn't get him to football, or he never got open.
What we got going on? I missed one. Hold on. Right here. Hopkins, OBJ, Mike Evans starting, but I have Lazard, Josh Palmer, and QJ benched. Would you guys change any of that?
No. I think he made the right decision. The only one I would even think about is Lazard. The 2 Chargers. I love them, but we don't know what it's going to look like. And I think if Keenan and Mike are healthy, you just can't start those other 2 guys right now.
Yeah, those are just in case Keenan and Mike go down.
But keep this guy on your team.
It's not happening.
Keep him on your team.
David Robinson, Swiss Family Robinson Caruso. It doesn't matter, right?
Bodo coming up big right here. Yeah.
I think
Hey,
he's
Robinson.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's my guy, OJ Raider. What's up, OJ? I got something for you. Mike, who's going to win the game today?
What am I saying?
Raiders or Broncos week 1?
Raiders. Easy choice.
It is an easy choice. You can't get upset at an easy choice. You guys are asking me to choose between shit and trash, and I chose trash. If I had to pick one to eat, I would pick trash over shit. That's what I chose. Trash over shit.
Oh my goodness. I have almost switched to the Raiders several times, but my dislike for their fan base will not allow me to pick them. I think I need to know more shitty Broncos fans.
I got to go and edit it better, but that was on a short notice. But I'm just going to have Raiders, easy choice, and it's going to be one of our little play things right there.
Yeah, we can just add it now as a audio drop too.
Look at Mike's face already.
Do something nice for you.
Josh Jacobs rushed for 2 or 3 touchdowns. I think he gets 2. Josh Jacobs against the Denver Broncos historically has been great. The last 3 games, he's averaged 126 yards. One way to beat the Broncos defense is to wear him down.
Yeah, and they have Jimmy G at quarterback, so they do not want to be throwing the ball.
Here you go, Tony. Battle of you're talking about Musgrave earlier, and then here's your boy Johnson. Which one?
This guy's a Packers fan, right? That's what he said earlier. Still start Juwan Johnson.
Yeah.
Mike, OJ said, I got you. Got him.
You skipped ahead just to make sure that you knew that he knew that. Skipped ahead.
Do I drop
playing? Yeah.
I would.
Schultz for Johnson. You would drop Schultz for Johnson?
I would not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Should I drop Deshaun Watson for Evan Ingram?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially in a 6-man league, you don't need a second quarterback. There's plenty available.
Yeah.
And Njoku's going to be tight end number 1 this week, Tony?
No.
I don't think tight end 1. I do like his matchup, right? Like they're starting 2 new safeties, like 2 young safeties for the Bengals. So I think that there's going to be opportunity in the middle of the field for him, Elijah Moore. Like I could see a big week from Njoku in week 1.
Bless you, Mike. He was referring to Brian Robinson. Well, we already went through all the Robinsons for you, Renee. So don't worry about it. Tony took care of it. He said everything. Hey, Tony. Derwin Prods is saying it's football. It's football. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
We
What's
know
up?
Tony.
Sexy Dexy. Oh, I was gonna fill in the music. There's no music. It's just awkward without music.
Oh.
Play it again,
It's,
Joe. Play it
it's
again.
fucking awkward with music, without music. It
Play
doesn't
it again,
matter.
Joe.
There's
Joe,
no
play it
sound.
Somebody just tuned in right now. And they're like, "What the fuck did I just watch?"
Well,
Play it again,
so we
Joe.
have a situation where Joe sends me a text message at like 11:30 at night, and he's like, "Hey, I'm going to make a funny video. Will you do this dance?" And I turn it on, I see it, and I was like, "Absolutely, why not?"
Mike never sent me the video.
I was gonna sing it. I didn't get a text from you.
It was in the group. You
Wow.
definitely,
Wow,
Mike
hey.
pretended like he didn't see it because he did not want to.
Mike's
I mean,
big time in this now, Tony. He's big time in this now. I get so many messages like crazy.
How could I big time you? I had someone come in my chat a little while ago. I saw it. It hurt my feelings, but I pretend like I didn't see it so that way they don't get the satisfaction of knowing they hurt my feelings. You know what they said in there? Mike fell off.
What'd you fall off of?
Fell off of what?
I don't know, but that hurt.
But you got to be at the top to be able to fall off.
That hurt.
Guys, this is why we don't. Ooh, there's an interesting trade that just came in from Dylan. Bolt up, my friend. There we go. My football is falling apart.
Yeah, just like the team. I don't know. Just want to trying to take shots at the Chargers while I can. Fando lineup. Should I go Pitts and Jags defense or Njoku and the Eagles defense?
See, I like it when you give the matchups too. I happen to know them because I've been so obsessively looking at the week 1 schedule. But
No, he's asking and.
Yeah, these aren't even the matchups. But I'm going to Njoku and Eagles defense in these two choices.
yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, wait, Pitts isn't playing Jags.
So he probably has enough money on his lineup for either one of those.
I don't know.
Tony doesn't understand.
No, I do get it, but I would make adjustments to find a way. Like, why can't you get the Falcons defense would be better? The Seahawks defense I would find a rookie QB. Go get Washington playing Josh Dobbs on 2 weeks' notice. Like those defenses that you're picking to put in there, I don't necessarily love the opportunity for them to get a bunch of points.
I'm rooting for Arizona today. I don't know why. I'm rooting for Arizona because screw that. Everybody has picked the Washington Commanders this week, and I just want to see that upset. And it will rock the NFL world, especially the betting community, if the Arizona Cardinals win.
You are clearly rooting for them harder than their general manager is. Like, not even a question.
He's like, if you guys win, you're all gone. None of you guys make the team next year.
It's like a major
We're
league
drafting replacements with our fucking 7 out of 10 top 10 picks.
Yeah. They want all the draft capital they can get so that they can completely restart this thing.
JSN, Sutton, Dion, Jackson, Swift. Who we flexing? Full PPR. We only can pick one?
Only pick one.
Dion Jackson? I
think
don't think he spelled that right.
He didn't, but it doesn't matter. We know who he's talking. He's talking about the Colts running back. And I think that's kind of like I think it's a sneaky flex play right there.
I would play Swift if I had to choose OJ Raider, but this is not a good choice to be making.
Yeah, I would give Jackson a shot in this spot. He's competing with a rookie in Evan Hall, and I think they're both going to get carries. But if you can end up in a nice read option where the ball ends up in your belly instead of Anthony Richardson's hands, you might be able to catch him sleeping and hit a 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah, Mike.
Jay is just missing time with a broken hand. I think it's got to be tough to coming in week 1.
But the Rams have no D, so
True.
Yeah, that's a great point. Start everybody against the Rams this year.
Bodo, your Steelers going to win today. I don't care what 49er fans say.
9-8.
Actually, 49er fans better hope the Steelers lose today because if not, I got receipts, baby.
You got plenty.
How can
My
you
comments
be?
are blowing up from that one
How
post.
can you be a Steelers fan on week 1? Look at this roster and be like, "Oh, we're gonna like." Even if you get to that point in week 5 or 6 because they're 3-2 or whatever, how can you look at this roster and go, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be a 500 football team"? Like, where's the joy and optimism? I have the Chargers going 17-0, and realistically, we all know that's not going to happen. But that's how I feel in week 1.
That's who I'm picking. That's what my pick is, 17-0.
Endless possibilities and victories and joy.
Enrique, what round did you draft Hurts in? Fucking play him, dude. Play him.
Tua over 250 yards today?
No, I have the under, actually. I put the under in on my Mojo investments. 273. It's 273 on there, but I think he'll be around 250.
Should I trade Kupp for Amari?
Yes.
I would. If you can hold on to – this is what I've been telling people. If you can hold on to Kupp for 4 weeks, do it. It's smart. It was very smart of the Rams to put him on the IR so he doesn't have to force himself back to force another injury. If you can hold on to Kupp, I'll hold on to him.
So there was a report I saw yesterday where he went to a specialist to look at nerve damage. Like, trade Cooper Kupp right now. And I'm sorry that I put him in my ranks above Jamar Chase. It was very foolish of me.
Yes, it was.
That's the only apology you're getting. So every time you bring it up, I'm going to tell you to go F yourself for the rest of the season. Trade. If you can get a player like Amari Cooper, trade him. Trade Cooper.
I would shop him around also, Dylan. Maybe someone else will give you something just because Cooper Kupp's name. I'll be honest with you, and this isn't the setting to talk about it. I'm worried about Cooper Kupp, like about his career.
Agreed. Agreed. I think the same thing. Like, you're in a situation where the Rams are completely rebuilding. What would he look like coming off of some bad injuries in a new situation or a new QB? Like, he still put together the greatest wide receiver season I've ever seen, but it's not good. We're not in a good situation.
You guys are crazy. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. But anyways, Morris, what's up? My team has $200 fab contest. Ty Law, you guys can read all that.
I like this. I really like this lineup.
Bijan, Jamal Williams, Jay Jettas, Cooper, Ridley, Njoku, D-Hop, and Seahawks defense. Yeah, this is a stacked lineup here. You're hoping for Bijan to have a crazy first game.
Yeah, and I think Calvin Ridley, week 1 against undrafted rookie cornerbacks, I really like. There's good value with Njoku there, and D-Hop in some sort of a flex position. D-Hop, I'd maybe look somewhere else, like maybe you could even just switch D-Hop out for like Jahan Dotson and then go get like the Ravens defense, pay up and get a defense that's going to just score touchdowns and end up with like 15 sacks.
Yeah, what he said.
I'm here for that. Should I trade Bijan for Kupp? I have Aaron Jones and yes. Get Bijan. Start getting Bijan's winning.
Trading Bijan.
Exactly. I was like, who drafts Bijan in the first round and then goes, "Oh, I'll trade him for an injured Cooper Kupp"?
Oh, hell no, not that way. I thought he had Kupp.
Yes, Mike. You already told him yes. So.
Oh, I thought he was the one that asked earlier if he should trade Kupp. Never mind. No. Don't do that.
Yeah, keep the excitement on your team.
Fire away. Cam Akers or AJ Dillon? I would play Cam Akers.
Wow.
And I hate Cam Akers. I have him on 0 teams. I have him on 1 team that I got auto-drafted, but I'm still going to win the league anyways because when I get auto-drafted a team, I almost have more determination to win. But
I would play AJ Dillon because with inexperienced wide receivers, I think there's one chance for the Packers to win, and that's play amazing defense, which they can do, and run the football.
They're going to get smoked.
Smoke it. I would go Cam Akers. And I hate Cam Akers. So just made a trade. I gave up Aaron Jones, Drake London for Stevenson, DJ Moore. Who you won, of course. Why are you just bragging about it now? Now you're just bragging about it.
You got Stevenson and DJ Moore?
Hey, Stevenson, it might not play today, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's something weird going on with Stevenson and Belichick, and
I hate that. Trade him to the Chargers, please.
Hey, I was talking about it last night that I took Ezekiel Elliott like in the 14th round. Just like, hey, whatever, take a flyer on him. And now he looks like he might be the starter week 1.
yeah.
For some reason, Stevenson's like one of a very, very short list of players I'd trade our running back for.
I feel like that trade is a lot more even than you guys made it sound. But if you got the players you wanted, you won the trade.
Because you love the Falcons, Tony.
What's up,
You love
Zero?
Drake London.
You're the one who sold me on Drake London.
Well, now I'm out on him. So now I'm going to sell you out.
No, you won't. You won't.
Hey, Kenneth Walker is hurt again. Did you guys see that? He's supposed to play today, but I wonder how much he's going to be limited in the game.
So he was a full participant. This is what I don't understand about Pete Carroll and what's going on with the injuries, because he always does this where he's super optimistic about everybody. Remember that every year with Chris Carson, he'd be like, yeah, he's a full go. And then you'd find out that his shoulder was like barely in the socket and he'd run the ball like 2 times. And then they would go to DJ Dallas. So like, I'm a little worried because I am starting him in Dynasty. That's the only league where I'm starting Kenneth Walker.
I'll go Pickens almost anyone in the league, but Pickens and Ken Walker is who I would start.
I knew Walker to stay healthy this week and have a great week, so his value goes up, so I could trade him to Flojo.
I actually like Rashad White too this week. I would play Rashad White too.
Yeah, Rashad White and George Pickens. I really like White against the Vikings defense that might be without their big acquisition this offseason in Davenport.
And George Pickens going up against like a third cornerback.
Rashad White. Rashad White. You're right, Tony. Rashad White, George Pickens.
49ers D. He's saying go White and Walker. There you go.
Oh,
this is I love it. That's great. That's a great joke.
He decided that
play Musgrave
then. Brees Hall or go with. I'll risk it with Brees Hall. What are you guys doing?
Brees Hall.
This is a Raiders fan. Start Devon A-Chain.
Don't do that to him, Tony. Wait. Don't do that.
Don't listen to Tony.
Thanks for coming by, OJ. Appreciate you, brother.
This is a Raiders fan. You know what? Let's fuck him over.
As a matter of fact, I'd drop Devon A-Chain and I'd go pick up Jaleel McLaughlin from the Broncos.
Bodo's talking about being a Steeler fan with 6 Super Bowls, finishing above 500 is not a great accomplishment anymore. It's either another ring or a disappointment season. And of course, he's 100 years old and grumpy.
Bodo, I'd be happy with like a second-round exit as a Chargers fan, to be honest.
I had somebody tell me yesterday. I had a fan tell me yesterday. It was a Niner fan that said, being competitive is not good anymore for an NFL team. And I said, Niner fans live off being competitive. We make the playoffs every year. So does the Dallas Cowboys. If you make the playoffs, it is a great. But, Bodo, I don't understand why so many people hate on Mike Tomlin. But this has to be one of the best rosters you guys have. So be happy for this year. Actually, keep it down so when they do win, you can come back and be like, thanks, guys.
Okay, let's take a second here. This is a public service announcement. This mostly goes out to young people. You're all being brainwashed that if you don't win, everything's a failure, a loser, whatever. Like, this is still entertainment at the end of the day. And I want my team to be competitive and entertaining and take me on a nice, thrilling ride. And hopefully it ends with the Super Bowl. But there can only be one winner, and it can't be a fucking failure. The fact that the Steelers last year looked like a dumpster fire, and then they rattle off all these wins and almost like that's exciting. That's what you want to be for. Like, what do you really get if your team wins the Super Bowl? Bragging rights with a bunch of idiots? Like, that's it. Of course you want your team to win it, but this mediocre stuff, good luck if they moved on from Mike Tomlin. Good luck.
We should just do like rant time with Tony Tucker and just make him like where we sit down like little kids and he's like on his little rocking chair telling us like,
I'm tired
back
of this.
In my day, we didn't care if we won the Super Bowl.
Being competitive is unacceptable. Get out of here. Like, that's what they're supposed to be. Have a shot.
Some of the seasons that the men on this screen have lived through as fans of their teams will take competitiveness. Trust me. Jesus.
Hey, I'll take one playoff win. I don't give a damn right now. I'll take a playoff win.
That's the thing is like if you can have hope in December, like when it's to me the greatest time of the year, especially like you get all the Christmas lights where I used to live, you got snow falling, you got family, too much food, still getting rid of Halloween candy, like everything is great in December when your football team has hope, and then you can carry that into January. Like that's really all that we can ask for. This idea that we're going to see a Patriots dynasty, or you get to be like live in some fantasy world like the Chiefs, like we'll never lose again. Of course you will. Like be happy that your team is good and competitive.
We've learned this week that Chiefs fans are having a hard time taking an L. Like it's just week one, and the Chiefs basically lost the game themselves. But Chiefs fans don't know how to take the L. They've been spoiled, Tony. They've been spoiled.
Just one L.
But the whole world was watching, and we all laughed.
Fucking hate him.
Miles Sanders or Ken Walker? Who you guys taking? PPR.
Miles Sanders. I'm worried about. I said I'm starting Kenneth Walker, and I'm starting him over Najee Harris, but that's only because I respect the 49ers defense. I'd probably start Miles Sanders.
I will start Miles Sanders too.
Here's the reason why I'm starting Kenneth Walker and why I feel bad about giving this advice. Kenneth Walker is going up against the Rams, guys. We all think this defense is going to be really, really bad. It might only take 10 carries for him to have 90 yards and a touchdown.
I know. That's why I like Ken Walker.
Okay, I take it back. I'm flipping. Kenneth Walker.
Mike Thomas or DeAndre Swift?
It's that time of the year, week one. Everyone pick up Sammy Watkins.
Tony, Mike Thomas or DeAndre Swift?
Is this against me?
I thought I could get you. I thought I could. Yeah,
it's from his TikTok chat, Tony.
It's not from his TikTok chat because I've been looking at Mike's roster, and I think that might be an option that he has in our Vegas league, I think.
Help me out in the chat. Mike Thomas or DeAndre Swift, y'all.
Thoughts on Penny being a healthy scratch? You already knew the Eagles' backfield is loaded, so somebody has to not play.
Yeah. It's like that's the thing is when you bring in two good running backs like Swift and Penny, neither one of them adds special teams value. So you have to keep guys like Gainwell active on game day, and then you have to keep Boston Scott active on game day. And then it's like who's in the game plan more, who's healthier. So they chose DeAndre Swift.
All I know is that I have Rashad Penny's over 14 rushing yards. You motherfuckers better get this dude 14 rushing yards, I swear.
He's not active, Mike.
He's not active.
He's out?
That's what my speech was, that he doesn't offer special teams value, so you can't carry two running backs like that.
I wonder how that works.
Talk about it, Mike. I just said it. He's a healthy scratch.
I wonder how that works on Mojo because I need to figure that out. I've
better
sell. Yeah,
sell
the end of this show, guys, because I gotta look at my data.
All right.
If you say over under and somebody doesn't play, that's under, and it means you lost.
Hey, rapid fire here. We got George Perez. See if there's anybody else that wants.
I'm getting
that wants some of the most in the world. Whew,
I still like Miles Sanders over both of these this week. Tough matchup for Najee and Mozart. Yeah, I think he'll do good, but I like Miles Sanders more.
Oh, these sneaky assholes.
I would probably start Mostert.
His stock price has gone up to 70 cents. I can sell right now for $143 profit, but they've paused trading. Suspiciously.
This is why apps. Never mind. I can't.
No. He's saying that.
This is why.
Yeah, they paused because it's a volatile market.
They're about to tank it now from 143 profit to 0.
Yeah, but as soon as they unfreeze the trading, you need to be ready to dump that stock. And you should put it in Kenneth Gainwell. You should take as soon as you can, sell it, and then go buy whoever lower Swift or Gainwell.
No. I'm going to keep loading it up on Tua Tagovailoa under 270 yards. It's coming. Get ready for a masterclass from the Chargers defense.
20 minutes. 20 minutes.
All right, let's
Yeah,
go.
I gotta
Let's get
go.
through this. Bateman, Nico Collins, or Marvin Mims?
Bateman.
I'm with
Yeah,
Bateman. We already answered that
Nico,
one. Mike is
Nico.
crazy. That's lock of the week is Arizona, Washington. Carlson, the young Carlson. If you got the young Carlson, go ahead, do it. But his brother, Daniel Carson's already the best kicker in the league. Henry or Jacobs, come on. Really, you should have both of them in your lineup.
Wait, Bodo's
Bodo
question.
saying, hope for the best. May nobody get injured today. That's the main thing. And then Carlson is the next young Hunku. No, Anderson Carlson is the next Daniel Carlson. That's his brother, man. Come on.
Yes, great show. Loved it all. Bodo, I did read your rebuttal to my rant about being appreciative of your team. I get exactly what you're saying. I get it, and it's a little spoiled.
Appreciate everyone for tuning in. We did it. Make sure you like the stream. Help us out real quick. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on. We're going to be live again probably on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday reacting to what happened this week in the NFL. Can't wait for it. Can't wait to be back. Joe, anything else?
Yeah, Mike, who's going to win today?
What am I saying?
Raiders or Broncos week 1?
Raiders. Easy choice.
My pick. I'm switching my pick to the. No, I'm not. Anyway, Tony, anything else?
Yep, Juwan Johnson season, everybody. It starts in about 20 minutes.
That means it's also Derek Carr season, Joe. So fuck the Raiders. How about that? Clip that one up. All right. See you guys next week.